feel me?
This is life.
Let's get it.
We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So
Look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again.
Alright, so as always, I fought my way on base. Luckily, I'm prior security, so I know kind of how to talk. And this doesn't work all the time, but I know the lingo, you know, I know what to say. And, you know, unfortunately, a lot of us are at the discretion of others, of security, so we don't have a choice but just to do what they say. Leave. You know, it's just like, you know, a police officer, even though you haven't done anything wrong, if they tell you a command, once you don't do that, now you've done something wrong, that kind of thing. It's the same difference. So I had all my stuff ready. I had my registration, all my you know, registration, cab card, insurance, because I know that when they make us a pass, even though we're already done our background checks, and when you scan our card here, we're good to, like if I came in a regular vehicle, they would just let me in. But because I come through a commercial vehicle, they write us a pass. I don't know why. It just is what it is. So anyways, I get here, it's 1:54, you know, 2 a.m. and the security officer says, "You don't have a CAT card?" I'm like, "No, civilian." He's like, "Well, you can't get on base right now until your delivery." And I'm like, "My delivery's at 5 a.m. He goes, "Yeah, 5 a.m. It's 2 a.m. right now." I was like, "I have 2 trailers with a dolly. I have to break that up. Then I have to manage the paperwork to make sure that I know exactly where I'm going." So it's going to take a couple hours to break the trailers apart. It's going to take time to reorganize the route, as you know, before I go and start running, because it's like literally 9 different stops today. So he's like, "Well, no, you need to come back at 4:30. Or he actually told me 5 o'clock. I was like, if I come back at 5 o'clock with 2 trailers, I still have to break them down. Doesn't give me, I have to be at the first stop at 5 o'clock. And I said, preferably, I would like to get there about 4:30, because usually when they come early, we start early. That means that we can finish earlier, and, you know what I'm saying, we can get back down the road to get another load." And we go back and forth. He doesn't want to do it. So then I plead with him. I say, "Hey, look, go ahead and make my passes now. Let me go into the drop yard. Let me drop the 1 trailer and the dolly off, and then I'll leave with the trailer I have right now on my back, because that's going to be the first trailer I start offloading anyway." And he's like, really begrudgingly, did not want to. He's like, "Okay, give me the paperwork." So I give him all the paperwork I just said. He then goes talk to another security officer who is Hispanic. This dude was Asian. The other dude was Hispanic, kind of looked like me. So he comes and talks to me, and he's like, "You don't have CAT card?" I was like, "No, we don't have CAT cards. We're contractors. Been working with them for 9 years, but we're contractors." I was like, "I do have DBIDS cards." And he's like, "Really? Show me." So I showed him. I showed him the binder. We have a binder, like for baseball cards. We have a binder of all the different DBIDS cards that each base, like 6 bases, have made for us. And there's actually 2 missing, 1 missing, because we need to still get our Lackland one. And so I show him that. He just shakes his head and laughs. He's like, "I can't believe that this system is so messed up, the DOD." I go, "Yeah." I said, "The fact of the matter is that I stood it up in Iraq. This is what I did in Iraq. We stood up DBIDS. I'm sure it started somewhere like in Florida or something like that, but we stood it up in Iraq, like as far as like for the Middle East. And those badges were good. You could go to Qatar, Bahrain, Jordan. You could go to all our different bases in the Middle East with those badges, and you were in the system." And I'm like, how is it possible that our system, that was in 2004, how is it possible that our system's so messed up now that an American citizen that works with the United States bases can't get a badge through my own company, you know, get a badge, get vetted, do the background check and all that, get a badge that tells you I'm okay, so I can go to each base, and all you gotta do is scan and my information should pop up. It should say exactly what base I was on last, you know, all that. They can't. They could do it, but they won't, because we did it with the TC third country nationals. We did that with people from Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Philippines, India, Australia, you know, any different country. We made batches for them after properly vetting them. They went through a whole intel process, a whole background check, did all that, and then we'd make a batch. It would take a while too. It wasn't like something they could do in a day. Yeah, it was a process. So it's just like, why have we done this to ourselves? I have no clue. But we are the beneficiaries of this messed up stuff right now. So anyways, that's what happened. 2 o'clock in the morning. We don't deliver. It's almost 3 now. We deliver in 2 hours. So I need to route. I need to figure out, because I've never done this actual base before. So I've delivered a lot of. I have delivered to the main exchange, but I've never delivered a 9 drop. So I need to figure out where all these places are. I need to do some trip planning and figure out where the first one is. Be there at 4:30. You know, backed up, ready to go. And furthermore, you don't want to get here at 5, because when does everyone on base get here? They get here around 5, 6 a.m. So you don't want me maneuvering around these bays, backing up traffic, trying to back into expresses when cars are whipping in and whipping out. I want to get there safely first. Anyways, let me do my job. See you later. Have a nice day.
Well, this is how the morning starts. It's stuffed, but it looks like the whole pallet they put in the front. I can barely open the door. So like this stuff is jammed against the door. It's like bottles, cases of liquor.
I'll go ahead and grab some.
This case has like 50,000 freaking bottles in it. If I pull this, I know. Yeah, it's like stacked high too.
Y'all don't have a forklift, right? So there's no need for y'all to get a... Hey, what are you doing? There's a lot up there. Just
I
saying.
know.
Yeah. Like, I can't hold it all. Go ahead, keep on driving. Oh, I hear something in there.
But yeah, fizzing.
That's something's broken there.
All right.
Yeah, is that box? It's in the
Yeah, it's still all the way up there, like.
Yeah, it's hot. Holy shit! Yeah.
Let me see if I can squeeze up in here and maybe pull some off the top, because I've got a little space. Yeah, the lights work.
They're good?
Yeah.
You see them? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Got a little spot right here. I can probably climb up in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. There goes that. Okay, don't move anything else. Peanut butter liquor. And it's still leaning against. There's a whole box of Crown up there on top of that.
Oh
right here.
My God, there's a big box of Crown up there. Oh Jesus. Looks like apple. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Green. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can squeeze in. All right, let's do this. Holy shit. Somebody hated it.
Only Walmart loads I've only seen that.
Oh man!
Yeah, I know. They said that out here.
I mean, it goes to the. All of this shit is all falling over.
Like the whole truck?
Yeah.
The whole pallet.
No, even the shit behind it.
With the whole truck.
We start taking this in.
Stuff's chopping away at it. Yeah, that's all we can do.
So we're in here now. Let's turn this on. Alright, look.
I think I can grab the green apple.
No.
There's nothing else with it. It's called
Everything.
But there is vodka seltzer right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to break it down from this side and go over.
Huh?
And they got these tiny ass boxes on the bottom of. We'll run this in off of.
Alright. We'll try to sort something without busting it. That green apple doesn't have to fall right here.
Okay, hold that green apple real
Alright,
quick.
but there's a seltzer too right here. I have the seltzer, I got the green apple. I don't have anything else. Oh, I feel it, I got it.
Push the right side in a little bit. That's what.
Hold up, the green apple's coming.
Yeah. Push the right corner in.
Yeah, I am. It's snagged up by some
Plastic.
well-wrapped plastic. Oh, that thing's dead. Woo! Seltzer right here. And another thing. Could you grab any of that? So it doesn't fall?
Hold on.
That seltzer and the.
Yeah. It was all jammed against the door.
Yeah, I noticed.
I think it's all the damage overflow here.
She'll open the door now, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I think you got it now.
Straight through, bathroom's back there. You can see them as you walk straight through up to through those double doors, and you'll see it. You'll pass Dunkin' Donuts, bathroom's on the right. Woo! This is why we say no, guys. Because we already know that something's gonna be a shit show. And even after he begged, I still wanted to say no. Mister, do me a favor. Just to let you know, Mark, favors don't get me paid. I say no because I have intuition, and this is what we're stuck with now. 9 stops of this BS. I mean, the load lock bar that they put up didn't even do anything. It came off the wall. They did such a poor wrap job. I'm like literally on the edge. All this liquor is kind of jumbled in here. They didn't wrap anything good at all. Half-ass wrapped. But all this liquor here, and I hope I don't fall out of the back of the truck because this is all the space I have. Thanks. Couldn't open the door because this whole front pallet here fell and was against the door. They've already taken some stuff inside there, but this is just the first trailer. There's no telling how bad the next trailer is. I think I need more money. Well, we made some progress. Still have this and the pallet behind it to offload here at this location. So we have to, they got all these vehicles right here. Dock, door. It's a 28-foot trailer, but it's gonna be hard to turn around out of here because these guys are all parked right here at the end. They could be parked all the way over there, but you know, common sense doesn't hit everybody the same. Living that hard life, huh? Are you living that hard life or what? Must be nice. If I get done early on Thursday, do I want to do a tinker on Friday? You want to do a tinker on Friday if we get back in time? Tinker or no? Yeah, sure, tinker. We'll do a tinker for Friday.
Okay, good deal.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Well, we're not going to be offloading here on Thursday, so not worried. The shenanigans going on right now. Alright, so this is the other troop store after the one we just left. There's really no room here. Even with a 28-foot trailer for us. Because we have a bigger truck than most places, but you can't, there's nowhere to go. Let me walk around front. And they are closed today. No delivery. So, as you can see, this is the front view here. You can't go anywhere. You can't, it looks like you could go out there, you can't go out there. You can't turn around, there's not enough room, so this is the next stop. They're not even here yet. This is what we have left for this trailer. It's currently 12:09, and this is how it's going on. These two boxes right here are super heavy. I can barely lift them over my head to even get to that box. So this is going to be pretty difficult. I'm going to have to knock everything down and hopefully nothing breaks. So just to give you a little perspective of what this guy drives up here, because we kept having to ask people to move so we can back into some of these small areas. He drives a day cab up here. We don't drive a day cab. That's what we drive. So we had some problems getting in some areas, especially the stuff that we just delivered to. So just FYI, this is not a good base for people that have sleeper cabs like that. All right, guys, we were defeated today.
I wasn't.
I was defeated. So the goal was to deliver all the 9 stops today, but that didn't happen. I barely got through one trailer. Anyways, it was a bitch. It took 2 hours to offload the first stop. So then the second stop is the hospital, and it's like 7:30-ish when we're done with the first stop.
Bruh.
It's like 7:30-ish. And so,
Broker said we're going to be offloading at 3 a.m., by the way.
yeah, we didn't start till 5. hospital shop doesn't open until 8:30. So we skip that. We go to, I call the bookstore, which is the third stop. They're like, yeah, come on over.
But by the way, we have to find all these places. It's not like you know where they're at. There's not a big QT sign or love sign. Like, you literally have to find this stuff.
We go to the third stop, which is the bookstore, and obviously it takes us to the front of the building. It doesn't take us there. There's no dock notification on the map that you could even see. So I get a hold of somebody in there and say, hey, I'm your AVs driver. I need to figure out how to get to your location so I can deliver your stuff. So that was easy enough. They had a whole pallet, and the guy dollied this. I put it at the end and stacked it for him. He dollied it in real quick and then came back. It took us about 45 minutes because they had about 75 to 100 pieces. And that's all he had was a dolly. And so, hold on a second. Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a little while before Randy gets back from a thing he's doing. Just send in that newspaper so have it early when he comes.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
All right. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. So then after we get that offloaded, we get to the hospital. It's still like 8:25. So at the hospital, I call up there. The guy answers. He said, yeah, let me meet you downstairs. You have to have a badge to get to the door, so you can't even get through. He's like, I got to meet you down there with my flat dolly. And that's okay, cool, I'll meet you down here. So we back up to the dock, because the hospital has a dock. And he comes down, he has like 30 some odd pieces, and we get that offloaded onto his thing and sign my paperwork and get on. And then we go to the next stop, which is a troop store. It's called Troop Store 835. And we get there.
But the address is not where it's supposed to be.
No, it's not.
The address is somewhere totally different.
The address is down the street.
I just thankfully looked at the building and said, hey, that's the exchange right there.
Right. And so just take a look at the parking lot. So we have to, they got all these vehicles right here. Dock. Door. It's a 28-foot trailer, but it's going to be hard to turn around out of here because these guys are all parked right here at the end. They could be parked all the way over there, but you know, common sense doesn't hit everybody the same. So we get there and it's like 9 o'clock. We have to wait an hour to offload because they don't open till 10.
And they're in a hurry to get there.
So at 10:02, I'm walking in that building. I gave them 2 minutes. At 10:02, I'm walking in that building. And I was like, you know, I've never delivered here before. This is my first time. How do you guys do it? And they're like, oh, well, such and such brings out the rollers and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm thinking that they have their one set of rollers, they're going to bring it outside, but they don't do that. They have an elderly guy with a cart that I'm dollying the things because everything was a shit show in the back of the trailer. I'm dollying the stuff. I have to dig through things because there's multiple stops that were mixed, or the last 2 stops were mixed. And so they had 380 some odd pieces. So that takes me an hour and 15 minutes to dolly all that to the end. He takes it, puts it on the cart, and goes over, puts it on the roller, and it goes into the store. I'm not even thinking that, hey, as a driver, the driver that normally does it has rollers. Not even thinking that at all. So then, by that time, we finish that. It is like 11:30 or 11:15. And so we go and we find the next troop store, which is about a half a mile down the road. We get there, that place don't open until 1 p.m. Matter of fact, they're closed today. But the lady doesn't really have to be there till 1 p.m. She comes early.
You told the broker that?
No, I didn't tell Mark that. And so when she shows up luckily at like 11:45, and I told her, I said, well, I'm your AV's delivery driver for today. I was like, first things first, we pulled into the dock area, but we can't turn around and maneuver to put the trailer to the door. There's no room.
There's no room for a day cab.
Hold on a second. Just go ahead and take a look real quick. All right, so this is the other troop store after the one we just left. There's really no room here, even with a 28-foot trailer for us, because we have a bigger truck than most places, but you can't, there's nowhere to go. Let me walk around front.
You see what I mean?
So, you know, and then again, let me backtrack to the troop store we just left. The older man that was offloading, he's like, well, Gregory can get it in here like this and like that. And I'm like, sir, AP's drivers have smaller trucks than I have. I have an extended sleeper cab. So add 2 or 3 feet to my truck that they don't have.
She was referring to an actual sleeper cab, a sleeper truck.
Yes. I didn't know he drove a day cab.
He drives a day cab, as you saw, right here. One more time.
So just to give you a little perspective of what this guy drives up here, because we kept having to ask people to move so we can back into some of these small areas. He drives a day cab up here. We don't drive a day cab. That's what we drive. So we had some problems getting in some areas, especially the stuff that we just delivered to. So just FYI, this is not a good base for people that have sleeper cabs like that. So anyways, I get to the next stop, and you know, I tell her, I'm like, we have to back in, but we can't back in because the drill instructor, I didn't know it was drill instructors, but there's drill instructors that park right there along that road. So she makes a phone call, she gets them all to move so we can back in there and get as close to the door as possible. And then she's the one that told me, she's like, well, yeah, she's like, you don't have rollers? I was like, why would I have rollers? She's like, well, Gregory has rollers in his trailer.
Because he goes to the man exchange and gets rollers.
He goes and he gets, or he has his own personal rollers or something. I was like, well, that...
He still doesn't get it. It's so weird.
I mean, but the thing is that how's he rolling it off the back of the... He rolls it to them and they can't grab it off the back of the truck. So it can't be high rollers. There's no way they have a set of high rollers because they can't reach that high. So anyhow, yeah, she's like, yeah, he has his own set of rollers, so he just rolls it to us at the back of the truck and we take it off and roll it in the store. I was like, well, I'll be damned. I was like, well, all I can use is a dolly if you have one. I said, and she's like, well, it just take about, what, an hour and a half? I was like, probably more like 2 hours. Because it was like 600 and some odd pieces. It was a lot. And then it was hotter, so it was hotter in the trailer. So then I started feeling pretty ill. Pretty ill. So anyways, it's 2 p.m. We just finished the first trailer. And I'm supposed to update them at like 4 p.m. to tell them whether or not I can at least do another stop or 2 on that. And broker calls me as I'm finishing. It's like he has intuition or something. He's like, so do you have an update? And I was like, look, even if I had the time, I don't have the energy now. I'm so tired right now, and there's no way I can do 4 more stops, even if I wanted to. So he's like, okay, well, change of plans. Go ahead and drop your trailer that you have there at the yard, and then obviously I notated on the paperwork that all stops were delivered. There was mispicks, which means stuff for other bases. So I went ahead and put a seal on that trailer. And then on the other envelope, or, you know, what is it, like a Ziploc bag that they keep the paperwork in, I went ahead and notated that none of the stops were delivered for the second trailer. Put them two together, and he's like, well, just go ahead and grab a 53-foot reefer that's been sitting on the yard. So that's what we did. Hold on. Yes, sir?
Okay, don't go anywhere, stop.
Okay, don't go anywhere, stop.
Yeah, you left the yard yet, or the base?
Well,
I'm about to leave we won't have time. What time are they going to be open in the morning?
I don't know, but I can find out for you. Probably 3 o'clock.
No, they didn't offload until 5 a.m. this morning.
Till 5?
Yeah.